We all come infinite intelligent. So this happened to be right to be a comment or a conversation going on within a comment, right? Within a post. So the person says thoughts don't generate emotions. Thoughts narrate them. You see, for the longest of time, for the longest of time, I personally am someone open and not rigid. I will not tell you I understand all of existence totally because even existence itself, right, keeps evolving. That is why it is infinite in nature. That is why you cannot understand the beginning or the end of God because God, right, is infinite intelligence and God is love. So love is infinite intelligence. But the thing is, most of us, right, we have this Adamic human nature, which is we literally have to experience certain things personally ourselves before we would welcome the idea. The truth is, I, this me, I would see in the mirror, right? This me I look at right now, in every sense of the way. Shit, how do I fucking think? This me, yes, right, that I'm looking at. I'm taking my time to see how handsome this guy is. Right, this me would have been a dream some years ago. Why would it have been a dream? Because some years ago I had no idea how this was possible, right? Let alone to be a masculine energy that grows for infinity, which is like a complimentary icing on the cake, right? And I'm so in love with myself. I'm so in love with the fact that I live my truths and I feel good. But this me, right, wasn't possible some years ago. This me that loves to have facial hair now. So it's only inevitable for you to see me having a full facial hair because I'm just going to grow into it. Do you get? Whether you understand it or you don't understand it, that is what is literally. So you see, this me. The reason why I'm emphasizing that me is because this me is only but the character infinite intelligence is choosing to express itself as. It has a very dynamic and unique and intriguing story behind this character. It's a story that I personally am so fascinated about because looking backwards and looking right now, emotionally, mentally, I can only scream for joy to all of existence and love. Thank you. Because how I exist right now stems from me visualizing this me, right? What is visualization? Images, right? Imagine. And that is what keeps coming to me. So it is those visuals that keeps coming to me, right? Of this that makes me understand that this is just my baby steps. I'm just starting to grow. Why? Because a version of me that is bigger than this, right, already exists right now in the present moment. And my level of vibration, right, would determine what frequency I find myself on. The vibrational levels are what tune into frequencies. It's like you can call vibration your channels, right? So if you want to tune into the channel that has a particular vibration, you have to be on that channel. You get it. You have to feel the energy of it. So visualization helped me to see this me, right? And by seeing this me, the emotion that flooded my being, right, was positive energy, was love. And with that positive energy, right, this me is able to come into existence because I keep seeing this me, right? And I'm excited about it. Like, fuck, right? You don't need to understand it. I don't need to wear the good clothes that can just be changed in the blink of an eye, right? That's what I don't know why we find it so hard to see that clothings are rags. They come and go. They're just things to cover who you are, to present it, to package it. It's like saying the wrap is more important than the gift inside the wrap. When you present a gift to someone, is the wrap more important than the gift? Exactly. That is what we say without even understanding it. And because I see this not being understood, right? People don't understand something that they do not experience because the person isn't wrong to say that thoughts don't generate emotions in the sense that they have not experienced it. So if you experience when your thoughts, right, through visualization, have just thinking about that person you love has made you smile, right? Just thinking about that car has just made that bad day feel somehow nice. If you have not experienced it, right, it feels like empty words to you, like somebody's just, making mouths. And so when you think somebody, right, is defined based on just this appearance, it's a rigid way of thinking because this physical body, right, this character does not define the energy you are, let alone your clothing. As in, you can see how it is even the most worthless of them all. Like, it is not just worthless, it is like I don't even know how to call it. It's the most stupid and most redundant and meaningless thing to define someone based on a clothing. Why? Because it doesn't make sense to me. It's I can't understand how something that is created, right, be more important than that which gives life. Because what you should understand is everything is equally love in expression, no matter what form it takes, right? This is made from plants, materials, right? Chemicals, everything within the earth system, everything that is existence came together to form this. And everything that is existence, right, came together to form this. I do not create myself. I do not create myself. I don't think I can ever be self-made at any point in my life. Because ordinary the simple the year I was born changed a lot about who you see before you right now. If I wasn't born the exact year I was born in the family I was born into, right, and experience all the negative things I've experienced, right, this person you see before you right now cannot be possible, right? This isn't the truth as well as it is not false because it is true about my character. It is not true about energy because energy cannot be created or destroyed. It is not that I do not understand that God used itself to bet all that can exist. It is why I understand there is no space or place that God does not exist because God is everything. God is existence itself. And there is no separation in spirit because God is spirit and love is spirit, right? So I understand this very well. I'm very open to learning. I don't try to restrict myself. I don't see any limitations because infinity has no limits. There is no pattern to infinite. Infinite does not repeat itself. It is unique unto itself, right? And every uniqueness tells a beautiful story, and which is love. So I understand every consciousness is intentional by what gives all life. I do not discard that. At the same time, my consciousness, right, is the very intention of what gives me life to bring into consciousness of the collective, consciousness of everyone, because it keeps feeding me information to share. If it doesn't say share, I probably won't be able to share because I am not the one animating myself. I do not own myself. At the same time, I am the only one that have access to me. I don't know if you get it. I do not own myself. At the same time, I'm the only access to myself, right? And I fucking love it, right? I love it. I do not envy being in the company of anybody. There is nobody worth me being in the company of. You might say this is not a narcissist behavior because you don't understand that you are more important than you give yourself credit for. Because without you, you can't have friends. Without you, your surroundings do not exist. And because I am someone that has grown in solitude for the longest of time, periods when I didn't have a phone, I couldn't contact anyone. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, right? Thank you for animating all that can exist. Because everything that animates all that can exist is love. Now, it's because of this love, right? Because love is everything that you cannot ever be separate from anything. Because everything is connected to you, right? At the same time, you have boundaries, right? You can, you, you won't let anyone touch you, would you? And if you would, how does that work for you? Because I'm curious to understand how you can dig it, right? The people that are autistic, right? The people that are autistic and they have ADHD, right? They cannot stand, right? because they are sensitive, their nervous system is sensitive. They feel things more intensely than you would. And because of neurodivergents like myself that are spirit born, right? I probably am the only spirit born neurodivergent that is blessed with the gift of ADHD. I'm probably not even, you know, one of the most handsome looking trans men you can find, or the most good looking intersex person. So I had to live these things personally to transmute, right, an emotion that didn't feel good to an emotion that felt good. I had to understand why because I always seek understanding. It's part of my key phrase being a Sagittarius, right? So, understanding is literally something so rooted within me that without understanding, I do not feel comfortable. I can be restless all day just because I am not understanding something. It can be all that is in my head to understand, right? And I do not understand how I should be arguing with someone, right, about my existence. Like, why I should be arguing with someone, right, about my existence. Because that is what it appears to be, right? When I see things like thoughts narrate emotion, right? Because my existence is a practical example of visualizations, the powers of emotions, right? I had to first see it to feel the emotion, right? To feel what it feels like, see myself like that. So I started seeing myself like this visually before I looked like this. And this is just my baby steps, right? Because I only started growing. So if you don't understand this, it doesn't change the fact that I grow every day. It doesn't change the fact that with or without support externally, I would become what everybody would want to understand in existence. Because I am not here for anything but to express infinite intelligence in all its rawness. And I'm only coming to you to, give you the heads up. So when you see me in person, right, you understand who is talking to you. But then I'm not sure I will be able to say much when you see me in person because I will be doing a lot of being in my head, right? Observing. And I'd like to take my time to observe, like meeting you for the first time, right? You'll be funny. Funny enough, and you see that we would chat a lot, right? We talk a lot. But if we meet for the first time ever, right? I am literally taking my time to see every action you make, every gesture you make, literally everything. I am understanding based on patterns I have seen and processed, right? As well as the energy it generates. Because the truth is, you can decipher if someone is angry with you. You can literally read emotions to an extent, to an extent, right? We can sometimes not know how we feel. Like, I don't know what I'm feeling for her, right? That kind of thing. You can try that, but most times we use our head to try to understand how we feel. Not every feeling has a word to express it. Why? Because energy is sound, and not every sound can be pronounced with words. Words cannot spell every sound, right? Because there's some sound that have no words. Like you have to literally feel it, live it to understand this. If you don't experience certain things, they don't become real to you. So somebody had to experience what it is like, right? Somebody just had to. So infinite intelligence picked itself, right? What it had crafted and designed to express and experience life through, right? In a very dynamic way. And that's what happens when neurodivergent are born. We don't see the world the same way, right? We started being born a long time ago, but activated based on different story of the characters. Like my character, right, has unique stories to it. My character's story is one that has to do with someone that never got physically, sexually abused, right? That was not a part of my character. It's someone that never knew what it feels to be understood, right? That's part of my character, right? And my character started getting understood only when that feeling of goodness, that positive energy, because love is everything positive, and feeling good, right, is everything positive. It's a positive energy to feel good. So you can't be feeling good and not increasing. Why? Because you are infinite intelligent. You are love. That's why it's a positive sign. If you see, this is a positive sign and this is a negative sign. The positive sign is one, right, and cross, right? You can see it's two sticks, but this is one single stick here, right here, one single stick. So from this, right, we can literally see and identify that the reason why addition sign is plus is because the increase is inevitable. Positivity must increase. It is the characteristic of positivity, just like feeling good, right? Is the characteristics of it. Just like abundance is a characteristic of love. If you love, if you express love, you grow in abundance. This is why stupidity, right, is not caring to understand this simple thing because everybody wants to grow in abundance, but nobody wants to express love. Everybody feels fuck it. What the fuck? It's not my business, right? But everybody wants to grow in abundance. Everybody wants to feel good, but nobody wants to literally feel good. And it's funny because this is why I'm grateful for everything that came to earth, right? I choose to feel what it is, not to feel good. Because negative energy, right, is heavy and it takes a lot. It takes very strong warriors, right, to exist in such energy. It takes the best of the best because it takes strong love to express lack of love, literally, right? Because you don't feel good and it's hurting, it's not feeling good, it's literally chewing you inside out, right? It's people that don't feel good and get punished for not feeling good. It doesn't feel fair to me, right? That's why I forgive all because I understand this. It's just how we perceive the world, how perception affects us individually, right? And I'm someone that is going to get to that point where the veins on my chest, right, are very tight and very right because I love it. It's something I love naturally. Nobody forced me. And working out, right, gives me that sensation that I'm looking at. And when my chest is tight, I feel the tightness stiffen. I feel the draw. I feel the I feel it's like saying I don't feel this. I didn't feel this grow. Do you think this just appeared out of nowhere? Haven't you just checked my previous videos? Streaming, online streaming, right? My previous online, you see that I was skinny as fuck, nigga. Like seriously, don't jokes. So for me to grow to this level, right? This level, I felt every fucking growth, and I love it. You need to understand, it is something I enjoy. I enjoy growth. It's addictive, if you can say, right? It is interesting. At the same time, I'm not addicted to it because I have lived to understand that I am not this physical body. This physical body, right, is shit if not for love. This physical body, right, that people will want to like me for, it's rubbish. It's filthy rubbish. It's all bullshit if I don't express love. There's nothing, God forbid. Like, it's like I should just die. I shouldn't exist because this physical body is. If there is no love being expressed through, it's shouldn't exist. That is how I understand it. Right? That is how deep I am. Because I don't understand how I shouldn't be feeling good. Like, why? Because love is the highest level of feeling, right? And so I'm still trying to bring the sweetest understanding of love out so we can try to imagine it or feel it because words, right, can form images, right? That is why if you read a book, you can create that visualization in your head. Someone can tell you what it is with words. You can imagine an erotic moment with words, right? I like that because I do that a lot, right? It's energy and you feel things. So yes, I never said I was an angel, right? I'm not an I'm no saint, but yeah, I love myself. So yes, the mind is a powerful place, and what you feed it can affect you in a whole lot of powerful way. Never follow anybody, but that's which keeps you right. Because the truth is, every story is valid. Every perspective is intentional because everything sees love differently. It's supposed to. It should see love differently. And the reason why I exist is to see love the way I see love in that hyper focused, attentive way, right? And I transfer that energy into working out, into feeling good, right? Just feeling good, right? Because look, I exist and I'm not trying to get validations. So I read to broaden deeper and questions, right? Questioning is never a sin. It makes you understand something in more deeper understanding. That's all I see questions do. So I question everything all the time. I question every connection. Why? Why this connection? So I'm not in a hurry to jump into being with people that would not welcome. It's like me staying in a place and not talking. Why should I just be silent when I can go to a space where I can talk? Have you ever thought of that? Like, it's so simple. So that's it. I'm just starting to grow. A big baby, by the way. And these are my baby steps of growing, right? So I grow every day and I'm happy and I'm grateful. I'm glad I can grow every day. I'm glad that I made this video because it really took a lot of me understanding, right? And I love to dig deep. I love to go deep and deeper. Like I just like diving consistently, like always diving, like just keep going, like no stop. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be positive, right? Infinite intelligence is why I can exist because love is infinite intelligence. I exist because of love. I exist because love, right? Is intentional about waking up, remembering that everything is love. The age of love is a space of energy that has no violence, no negativity, and it already exists, it already happened. It's in the remembrance of love is everything positive. And when you are not positive, right, you are nothing but the opposite. That's just the truth. Yeah, either feeling good, you're not feeling good. So I advise you to feel good today because you're very worthy to exist. It takes pure love to literally come true to be alive. Honestly speaking, I would never have it any other way around because I've learned to show me just love, to express love. Honestly, it's so easy. So yes, my big head would keep increasing, which is not something I can change. I think I haven't done mine yet. Right? Because how can you go like you say Alpha born and you say baby no born, right? Unspeakable.